Hi, I'm Danny Brown, and I'm the CEO of Myriad Real Estate Group, and this is our October market update. So recently and in previous videos, I've been talking about how the supply of homes has been slowly increasing, and that trend is continuing. So we have more listings now than we did several months ago. At the bottom of the market or the top of the market, depending on who you are, we had about 3,500 homes listed for sale, and right now we're somewhere around 6,000 in the parts of Phoenix that actually matter. What's reported in the MLS is going to be closer to 7,500, but in the greater Phoenix area, we're hovering around 6,000 homes between single-family homes, townhomes, and condos, which is good. We're heading in the right direction. Demand has pulled back a little bit, which we typically see in the July and August months. Then September, October, first part of November, we do see demand start to tick back up a little bit, and that activity starts to continue. And then the seasonality kicks in with the holidays, where everything really slows down. So listing activity slows down, buyer activity slows down. People are more focused on family and the holidays. And I think in this semi-post-COVID world that we find ourselves in, where we can travel, I think a lot more people will be traveling for the holidays this year too. So just anecdotally within my own business, I am noticing that the market is very spot specific, even within Phoenix. So, real estate is location, location, location. So certain areas are still extremely hot, where we've got buyer clients who are competing with 20 offers still, but then we have other areas where buyers are competing with no one. So it's very kind of specific, it's very home specific. So, a few months ago, if you listed a home, regardless of location, regardless of what it looked like, it was getting multiple offers and selling way above list price. Now, buyers are a little bit more price sensitive, and they're not overpaying for homes that aren't updated. So they're being much more selective in their housing because they're paying such a premium for it. So they're wanting to make sure that they're getting more for their dollar. So you can't just list a home and think that you're going to get multiple offers. You've got to be accurate in your pricing, and you've got to be quick to move if you're not getting a lot of activity. My general rule of thumb when it comes to selling a home, really regardless of the market, is if you've been listed for 2 weeks and have had little to no activity on your home, then it's a price issue. If you've been listed for 2 weeks and you've had a ton of activity but no offers, you're close, but it's still a price issue. And so you need to be willing to move quickly in this market. Otherwise, you have the potential of becoming a listing that people may not be interested in because they think something's wrong with it, that it's been listed for more than 2 weeks, and what's wrong with the house? Like, why aren't people making offers on it? So you need to be able to move quickly in this market if you're not getting the level of interest that you think you should be. So just recently, the Fed Chair Jerome Powell came out and was talking about what we can expect through the end of this year, and he was talking about tapering and pulling back basically in quantitative easing. So what does that mean for mortgage interest rates? Well, right now the Fed is buying billions of dollars in mortgage-backed securities. And when they talk about tapering or pulling back from quantitative easing, they're talking about not buying as much in mortgage-backed securities. So if they do that, we are absolutely going to see interest rates climb. The market is going to react to that. And he just made that announcement, and the market reacted to that, and interest rates did pop a little bit. So I could see a world in which interest rates are in the mid threes, within the next 3, 4, 6 months, if the Fed actually goes through with the tapering that they're talking about doing. I think it's going to be a very slow burn. They're not going to do anything too quickly, but I do suspect that we will start to see these historic low interest rates continue to climb as we get into 2022 and further into next year. If you're planning on selling in the next month or so, I would really encourage you to get a move on and try to get listed before Thanksgiving. So there's nothing worse than having photos in the MLS with holiday decor. I think it's just super tacky. So if you are thinking of listing and you like to decorate for the holidays, maybe get your photos done ahead of time. And then, again, Phoenix is very predictable in its seasonality. Once we hit the holidays, things get really slow. And so I would encourage you to try to get your home listed in the month of October as soon as you possibly can. If you're looking to buy here in the next couple of months, the fall and the holiday time is a really good buying opportunity because there's not as much activity. So if you aren't super selective in what you're looking for and really picky, you can start to target some of these listings that maybe have been on the market for a little bit longer and be a little bit more aggressive in your offers because you don't have as much buyer competition. And these sellers might be getting a little bit, desperate's not the right word, but a little bit more motivated to sell so that you might be able to get yourself a little bit of a deal where a couple of months ago you can't. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give a like. If you do have any questions, please ask in the comments, and we will see you next month.